What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys, and today I have a review of the Bandai Namco, Bandai America, anime heroes, Digimon, Digital Monsters, Beelzemon. That's right, my zillions. I got an anime heroes figure here. We haven't had one of these in a little while, and I've only done a little handful of them, but it's kind of a cool line. And I do like me some Digimon monsters, this first wave had Wargreymon, Omegamon, and Beelzemon. Now, I have Wargreymon in a couple of forms, I have Omegamon in plenty of forms, so I really wasn't super interested in getting them. However, had I seen them in store at all, I would have reviewed them for sure. But Beelzemon is a figure and a character I've always wanted a figure of. There was a D-Arts, but I never was able to get that. So this was on my radar since last year, whenever it came out. Came out last year. And I did want to review it. I wanted to review them all. I did. Hey, I did try to get in touch with them to review it. I had a lead, and it was never answered. Yeah, it is what it is, you know, sometimes these things happen. But I did want to review more of these, but this was the one I wanted most. I've had it in my Amazon Save for Later since last year. And I've been meaning to use points on it since then. But there was always something else that I decided to use the points on instead. But this time I was just like, you know what? I just got that Wukong and I had some left over, and that was enough to cover this guy, and I was like, you know what, that's it. I'm getting this guy right now, and I'm glad I did because it's a pretty cool figure. It's got nice on the box. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. So before we get to Beelzemon, let's look at his accessories. We get two fist hands, and there goes one. Two fist hands that are actually very, very nicely sculpted. We shall zoom in and take a look at them. Nicely sculpted and painted. I do like them. It's fist hands, but they're good. And then we get his two pistols, which are really, really cool. Kind of like old school looking pistols, but kind of futuristic and kind of hellish, you know, like kind of like Constantine looking type things. Very, very nicely done on these. I do like them. Very, very cool accessories. And he's got a holster down at his foot for one of them, so you could pop one in there. And he's got these giant long arms, so you could definitely just grab it. And then the other one would go in his hand like that. Now he's got the trigger hands right here. And this hand fits pretty good. You know, it works very well. The other one, though, and I'll get the other gun here, it's a little loose. So when you put it in, well, now it's not loose. But when I was playing around with, maybe the guns, I had them reversed and they were loose on the, you know, alternate hands. But now it's not loose, but it was, and you can see how it would be. You know, his fingers come over the hilt just ever so slightly, but it does work, and it's really, really cool. I love these giant long arms holding these guns, and I really like the holster. I wish, though, he had a holster on both sides, even if it's not accurate. I don't know if it is or not, but I wish he had them on both sides, because I think that would be really... Oh, see? It got loose and it slid down on this side. See that? It went like that. So, you know, that's gonna happen. He could hold a pose, but that's, you know, gonna happen. You know? But they do look really nice, and I do love how they look in his hand or in the holster. And yeah, here he is out of the package, and he's pretty cool, honestly. But first... Second, we did accessories right. The articulation, the head moves like so, can go up and down ever so slightly. The hair and collar kind of block it a bit, but you can get it sort of around, not completely around, but sort of around. Then the arms have a nice deep hinge here at the shoulder. You see how it's cut there? So it's a little bit deeper. It is a ball joint from... No, it's not actually. It's not a ball joint at all. Look at that. There is a soft ratchet on here as well, which is good. Can swirl all the way around on that. And there is a butterfly joint here. It's not like a super huge butterfly joint, but obviously you can move the shoulders like that. So that's pretty good. You have a bicep swivel. You have a double jointed elbow for these giant long arms. And then you have hinges and swivels at the wrists. Now, the waist is a little bit odd. Kind of like that Wukong. You know, he's a little hindered. But interestingly enough, you can pull it up. And then he can look down a bit and forward. But it does create this really weird gap here. And it can swivel, obviously. And even when it's down, it can swivel. But it's not the best thing in the world. I don't know why some of these companies do weird articulation things like that. But it is what it is. I wish he could do better than that, but he can't. These things also move on here. I don't know what they do, but they do move a bit. And then the tail can move like so, but that's all it could do. The legs can do almost a proper split. It does have a little bit of drop-down joint. Not a ton, but it works. Kind of like a rocking joint here. And then you have a split here, but you can kick forward, and he can kick back. So that's pretty good. Now, he doesn't have a, thigh cut, but he had it up here, so that works. Double jointed knee works good. No boot cut. But then you have the hinge. And rocker, which is fine enough, I guess, at the foot, and it can swivel. So, some weird articulation in the midsection, like Wukong had some weird articulation there. But otherwise, I'd say the articulation's pretty good. And the head is a little hindered, but, and the tail doesn't do much. But it is what it is. It's not the worst. Oh, one thing I want to show, because of that little cut there, he can do that with his shoulders. So that's pretty cool. It's like a drop-down joint for the shoulders. I like that a lot. And taking a look at this guy in full, he's really nice looking. Honestly, the head sculpt is awesome. First up, he's got I don't know if it's like a real third eye or if it's something on the helmet, but I mean, it doesn't look like the other eyes. Hello. But, it's pretty good. Then the regular eyes are very nicely done. A little fuzzy on them. Oh, don't get stuck in a crack there, Fuzzy. I'll get you out. The mouth is well sculpted. The chin looks alright. He's got these little straps here going down. I think mine might be a little bit warped due to the way it kind of, warps around the collar. The collar is very nice. The hair sticking out in the back is really nicely done. I like that. And then you got more of these things that look like this coming out of his back. So whatever these are, and I don't know what they are, you guys can let me know. I don't know much about him. I just really love the look of this character. These are pretty cool. These little tassels in the back. He's got a really nice looking jacket, and he's got this tie around here, bandana around there, which looks really good. He's got some nice shoulder pads there, some more paint here. And then the jacket is sculpted very well. I really like it a lot. These giant long arms. I like it. I think it looks really cool. I like that he's got this armor on his jacket. That looks really good. And then the hands, the open hands are very nice. Then he's got all of these belts and straps and stuff. This is painted here in the middle, which is nice. The zippers are a different color. The back of the jacket we kind of saw. The tail has a nice sculpt to it. I really like that. You see the back of the pants look cool. The strap around here looks really cool. More paint details here. Man, this guy is decked out, honestly. I like his knee pads a lot. I think they look really good. Sculpted all the way around. This boot has got some nice sculpt. No paint going on here, but the sculpt is good. And then the bottom of the boot is awesome. I love these spikes. These are really cool. Bottom of the feet, nothing going on there, but then you got the big holster on the side here, which looks fantastic. Yeah, guys, this guy looks so cool, honestly. I mean, for even, for the regular price of this, which is like usually like 20 bucks if you find it in store, I guess. It was $16.99 on Amazon.com, but like it's usually about like 20 bucks, I guess. This is well worth it. There's a lot of detail on this, and I think all that detail equals out to the price, man. And this is nothing really like wrong or bad. No QC to talk about here. Just very well done. Really cool figure. Proportions are very strange, but that's the proportions of this guy. I've seen that, you know, many times before. Really crazy long arms. I like it a lot. It speaks to me. Kind of like that, you know, League of Legends Wukong did. This just speaks to me. It's really, really cool. And there you go. A nice looking Beelzemon figure that I'm very happy with. And for your size comparisons, here's Beelzemon with a bunch of other figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, you know, I'm really glad I finally pulled the trigger on this. It's been a long time coming, and it's a very cool figure. Really, really like it. Like I said, this was the one of the three that I really wanted. I had no representation of, and it's a design I really, really like. Again, I don't really know much about the character, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, I've followed the bare minimum of Digimon stuff over the years. But I've always liked the designs, and I've bought a bunch of stuff here, you know, in the past. So it was cool to get this one. Very cool, honestly. I really like this figure. Again, sometimes a cool figure is all you need to care about the character. You know what I'm saying? So this is very cool. I really like this. I think they did a fantastic job. Couple of little things, you know, the guns don't stay in the hands like all that well, and the weird, you know, articulation in the midsection is just weird. But otherwise, it's a fantastic looking figure, and I'm glad I got it, and I'm glad I was able to feature here for you guys. Hope you dug it. Let me know if you have been able to find these Digimon anime heroes in store. I have not, and I'm in NYC. Never saw any of the Digimon anime heroes. Lots of other ones, but never the 3 Digimons around me at all. And that's a bit of a bummer. So you let me know if you've seen them before, because I'm kind of curious about Omegamon and Wargreymon. You know, but if I ever find them, maybe. Or Bandai Namco. Bandai Play. If you want to send them over. I'm honestly very happy to review any of these anime figures. Heroes figures. They're really, really cool. I've reviewed a ton of Dragon Stars too, so shoot me an email. Link is down below for that. Or you know, you could copy and paste. I don't remember how it is. But this figure is cool, and there you go. Thanks for watching. Till next time, peace out, peeps.